screen recording. I'm going to speak about gig jobs and Grubhub, Ubereats, Instacart, dlivrd, dumpling. I had a crazy, odd, weird Monday. Thank goodness I worked part-time over the weekend. Things are getting harder and harder, and I feel the younger generation that they are being raised in a time of instant gratification. Everybody's in a rush. Not many want to wait. And I'm just going to start showing pictures. You'll understand. It seems like they, like genie in a bottle. And she goes, jinka, jinka, jink. And, there you go, master. It's not like that. There's traffic. Things happen in the field. Oh, my God. This young woman, very nice when I finally got there. I delivered to a high school. And this is just a snippet of the conversation. I hid the number because for some reason the Uber app is not masking numbers. She's reaching out, asking me if I could deliver her food before I go pick up the next order. No, I don't even know where the address is. And then it kept talking to me as I was going along and driving. She even called, and I said, well, it's almost finished now. They didn't start making the food until I got here. And then more conversation. And then I finally said, well, you might want to cancel then, because it was sucking up way too much of my time and energy, and she wasn't allowing me to get the job done. And I was on my way. And yes, there was traffic, and everybody's moving in reverse lately. And it's not my fault they didn't start the food until I got there. And she said, if I cancel, can you still drop it off? Like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Once I got it there, I was so relieved. Now I pick up a Panera order about an hour later on the way home. And then I went to go pick up a Chipotle, which I had to pass it to drop off at these two drop-offs. And it canceled. So I did receive a free dinner tonight. And I have to say, it was delicious. Got a large Caesar salad. Their croutons were aces. The dressing was delicious. The lettuce was fresh. I doctored it up when I got home with some stuff I had in the fridge. They gave me a big chunk of fresh bread. And it came with a thing of soup that I haven't even eaten yet. But the point is, why did this person cancel? Was I not fast enough? I mean, I walked in and they were just wrapping it up. So they just made it. It was super fresh. It wasn't like there was any time delay. I cruised right down the road. I was already on my way. Both drop-offs were right in Freeport and they canceled. It's just so bizarre. I just find it weird. So then Grubhub, here's another one. I understand now they want you to take pictures if you leave the food at the door, right? But this is confusing. This was another drop-off in Freeport. Please leave order at front door of house, apartment unit L. But then, in this, they say apartment 1N. So I had a call, and they did call back, and I couldn't hear them on the phone. So I left it at 1N. It was so hard today. It was just the simplest task was I came home to focus on my dumpling business, to market it, developing marketing materials, and my price is lower than all the rest, and I'll be uploading videos about that. Now, here's something I wanted to share with you. This is a dlivrd. Now, last week, they sent me an order to New York City 5 times. It was either Thursday or Friday, and I kept declining it because I'm not driving to New York City. This was on 305 East 33rd Street. Why would I do that? I live in Nassau County, Long Island. And even though it's a $75 payout, you have to pay tolls, you have to go through tunnels, you have to deal with traffic, and then on the way home, you're going to drive all the way back home from that location without getting paid, without being on the clock. So why would I take that? It was just too much. And I also turned down another one in Sea Cliff for tomorrow because that's just way too far, even though that's the island. It didn't pay enough money. It was $24. So they're sending out offers like this. You know, oh, and I will share this with you right now before I move forward. It was delivered. Delivered called me Saturday. They got me while I was home before I headed out. I did complete a few Instacarts. I'm going to share that story in a moment. And they told me that they paid me an additional... They questioned a delivery that I picked up last week. I did hit traffic because a main road was cut off. And I was going through the residential area like everyone else. I was following lead. I was 6 minutes late. Good thing I left early because I would have been really late. But when I got there, I waited 10 to 15 minutes. And they called to question that delivery. And they said, well, you have to text us or call us. Leave a message, even if it's on text, to let us know. Because if you're waiting, they have a 15-minute window. If you wait, we pay you more. And yesterday, I did an afternoon Sunday delivery. I haven't had a Sunday delivery in weeks. And I had to wait a few minutes, and they added $3 to the payout. So it ended up being 30 and change. So that's something you should know that about delivered. If you wait at the restaurant for food, and they even said they're not going to tell us that. So you have to tell us that while you're waiting. Things like that happen in the field. It just happens. There's nothing you can do. You can demand and slam your hand down on a desk all you want and say, I want you here at this time. It don't change the fact that roads get blocked off. There's construction out on the roads, traffic, detours. Things happen at the restaurants when you get there. It just happens. It's a part of the industry. There's nothing you can do about that. Okay, let me go fast forward. Oh, Instacart. Oh my gosh. Instacart was off the charts today. I was confused, boggled. This one I gave back and I couldn't cancel it. And it's because after I accepted it, when I tapped start shopping, this is what popped up. And I'm going to tell you a story that happened before this while I was at a BJ store. I don't take BJs anymore. I'm trying to get my acceptance rate under 10% again. And today it went up even more. I think they want to rid me. Anyway, Angela isn't using the Instacart app. You can still chat, but they can't leave a rating or approve replacements or refunds in the app. Well, that makes my job harder. I don't want to be bothered with that. I accepted an offer. I went out late today, and I did. I didn't get out there till 1:45. I accepted an Uber Eats, and then Instacart rang, and it was a BJ's. It was 9 items, and I got them really quick. Got online. I mean, this was a very fast, easy. It wasn't busy. It's a Monday afternoon. I said, sure, I'll take that. I paid $16.77, and it was a Merrick drop-off, and it was a Freeport pickup at BJ's. So I got all the products like that. I get online. They don't have the card in the app. I can't move forward to scan the card to pay for the products. App starts glitching crazy, just like Uber Eats app today was all over the place. All over the place. So then 20 minutes in, I go, listen, I'm not getting paid for this. I just want to give it back now. There's nothing you can do. They couldn't get the customer on the phone, and I couldn't start checking out without scanning a membership card that's linked to the account. Maybe they're working on their app. So then that order came in that I just showed you, and when I read the top, I said, I'm giving it back. And what upset me about that order was I accepted a triple Uncle Giuseppe's. I said, I'll do that for $27, and then I'll head home. I just wanted to earn a few bucks. I'm doing a lot of creating my own marketing material so I can start getting busy, more busy with my dumpling business. And when I saw that message, I said, and then they might not have the card. When I get to the checkout, the card might not be in the person's account. Oh my gosh, never mind. Then, so that happened today. Over the weekend, I did complete 6 Instacarts. And the very first one, it was just one item. It was Saturday night. It was about 5 or 6 o'clock. They wanted me to pick up organic chicken from a Stop and Shop in Seaford and drive it down the street. So I'm in touch with the customer. They don't answer me back. They don't have organic, but they have non-GMO. Now I'm almost to the house, to the drop-off. They text me, we want you to cancel this order. You didn't give us enough time. You. I pulled over. I called up Instacart. I said, this never happened to me before. I don't have the receipt. Now I don't have the receipt because I chuck it away. And the client, the customer, is telling me to cancel the order because they didn't approve the replacement while I was in the store. Now we're fast forwarding 10 minutes after, 10, I'm almost at the drop off. So they did pay me and I got the tip and I got free chicken. It's like no accountability for your actions. I was trying to make the customer happy. I got non-GMO, when it was the more clean meat. And they were like, no, that's not good enough. And they just wrote, you. I didn't even read it. Whatever. Next. And then I did a double shop at King Cullen in Belmore. And it was short and sweet, about $25, a double batch. And I did the same thing on Sunday at Stop and Shop in Merrick. It was just, oh my God, I was so exhausted. It lit a fire underneath my ass to do the research that I need to do to start really plugging forward, creating amazing marketing materials to build up a client base for my dumpling business, because these apps and the people using them, they're getting out of hand. It's just out of hand. And the problems involved, not having a BJ's card when I went to go scan out and I was in and out like that. I got the product so fast, went up to the counter and I couldn't pay. And they only gave me $7. I was just like, oh my God. It was just too hard for the money. Guys, what else to show you? So once I saw that, I gave it back, whatever. Then they want you to scan a code now to verify items when you're in BJ's, but I didn't have a BJ's card. I never had this before. After you scan everything, then you have to scan this QR code in Instacart. Wow. This is one order. This is the order I did yesterday. I delivered to the foreign exchange student school. No traffic. Paid 30 and change. I was really happy. They were happy. They got food from, I think it's called Sir Files, Sophia's Grill in Merrick. Something like that. So that's their little kitchen area. Oh, this is the chicken that I got. They paid me. I got the tip too. And I got free chicken. I already cooked it up. The other half is in the freezer. This is an order that I completed last week, and it was at a doctor's office in Belmore. And this was another good payout, about $30. And right there, you don't see it in the tins, even though they're smaller tins, that's seeped. But I kept it in the box. It wasn't a total mess because that's a nice layout. Because I put it in plastic, and the plastic was a little messy. But in the pictures, I just kept them in the box there and put them on the table. It was a smart move to do that. And this is another one that I did last week. It was just a couple of towns away. I think this one paid $28. Another doctor's office, TGI Fridays. And I dropped off some food. So that's that. And what's this? Oh, that was another order last week. I did a handful of deliveries. Now they're sending me offers, but you can't say yes to every offer because I'm not going to Seacliff and I'm not driving to New York City. It could be $100. I'm not driving to New York City to do a delivery. That's crazy. But this might be your cup of tea. So now I'm working on amazing marketing materials, and I will be uploading a video about why I turned off my comments. There's a lot of reasons why I've turned off my comments, and I'll be sharing those stories with you. A lot of people following, a lot of nonsense. So I'm sorry to the people who just appreciate these videos like I appreciate other content creators. I don't stalk them. I don't nag them. I don't put them down. If I don't like something, like the saying goes, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. And don't antagonize people. And don't try to waste their energy. And don't demand attention. Not everybody deserves attention. I'll be back, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. This one was well overdue. It's so time consuming to do these videos. But I'm working on dumpling now. I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye for now.